Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffaloes offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Running through contact. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Here's the handoff, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right up, right and through. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll go right back to it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw. It's Punga. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Donahue. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Akbar. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. Oh, he got loose. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, he's been showing off his skill and athleticism all game long so far. He's got speed, he's got quickness, he can make people miss, he can break tackles, and with that run, he's now at 100 yards rushing in the game. This dude is a weapon.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows? Better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's great.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Now the play fake. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. And you think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And they can't make the play on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Osborne. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got the first down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Akbar. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to throw, it's Punga. Out of the backfield, he's open. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires it incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Picked off to stop the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Punga. Pocket breaking down. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Running into the open space. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Going to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Punga. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job.
Turning it on! And they swarm him under.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. To the air, it's Punga. They've got the screen set up. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have in the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the...
Found the seam on the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes are on the move.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's throwing interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fires one high and deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Punga. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
I think we're about to find out if he's bold or reckless, going for it 4th and long from their own 41. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. 22, to the air, it's Punga. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Gray. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Burgess. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the left side. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with a surge by the O-line.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Gray. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the extra point was good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's McCluster. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Punga. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged on the outside. It's Royer. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Rush is on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires complete on the crosser. And they're able to get him on the ground. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.